The rulers of Europe believed power came through conquest. They were wrong. While kingdoms fought endless wars, one house chose a different path, a path of knowledge, knowledge that would unlock technologies beyond its era, knowledge that will transform Italy into the most advanced realm in the world. This is the story of the House of Ravenclaw. Game rules reset to default, Ironman compatible, achievement compatible. As a Duchess, first step is to pay homage. You're gonna give gold to your ruler. You're gonna adjust the feudal contract for council rights. You're gonna choose this so you can get the 25 renown. Then look for somebody that's intelligent and start a seduce scheme. Once that's done, invite him to court so you can get married. Run a grand wedding for the renown. Then try to imprison one of your vassals. Once the war starts, surrender. And now, take the adventure option. As an adventurer, we will focus on learning. In the meantime, go ahead and take every point of interest. Choose learning contracts for the easy money. In Crusader Kings III, you start aging after 25. We want to extend that, so go to a temple, choose the second option, buy piety, and choose the blessing of resiliency for the extra life expectancy based on your piety level. Focus on buildings that give learning modifier, like lawyer scribes for the extra learning per level of fame and the extra reward per learning contracts. Focus on the theologian tree. Why? Because wandering missionary enables the attempt to convert interaction with anyone whose domain your camp is located in. And by converting people, you get prestige. And the more prestige, the better, so we can diverge our culture. Once you're ready, pick your target, right click, attempt to convert. Then you can choose these options so you can have a better chance. Once you do it, you get 600 prestige for a duke, 400 for a count, 1600 for a king. Once in China, I will convert to the Han culture for its innovations. The Han culture is the only one that starts in the early medieval era, which will make it easier for me to do research later. Now in Constantinople, I will go ahead and choose this free option to convert to Orthodoxy. Now, time to reform our faith. I chose anachronism for the modifiers for temples, making cheaper and construct them faster. It would also allows me to sell artifacts for money and piety. Then pacifism for the extra domain limit. Then megalithic constructions for special buildings in temples so I can get extra development. Now it's time for war. Make sure you choose the sword for hire option. Buy your men at arms and be ready to go to war. In the castle building, you are able to replenish your men at arms by taking one of these options. Before you finish, make sure to take the travel decision and take the second option for the best book in the game. Now that everything's done, I will make sure to have my steward promoting culture so I can divert you later. Now, I will make sure to marry every of my children and have a grand wedding for all of them. That way I can get the extra renown. Thanks to the anachronism tenant, I am able to sell all my artifacts for extra piety and gold. Years later, it's time to diverge my culture. I will use martial custom for equal, bureaucrat for the extra development growth, monthly experience, and cultural fascination progress, followed by pacifism for the extra 15% development growth. Religious patronage, that way I can get renowned every time I construct a building, and piety. Then garden architects for the court, garner a court position, that way I can get extra development. Then industrious, so I can construct the water mills and windmills an era early. Then philosopher culture for the extra learning per level of fame and the monthly learning lifestyle experience. And final, scholar officials for the extra morning learning lifestyle experience. Now that everything's ready, I will switch to an administrative government. That way I can use the estate for the extra development. After running a lot of grand weddings for every of my kids, I went ahead and saved all my renown. Now I will pick the erudition dynasty legacy and I will get treasure knowledge for the extra development growth of 20%, and that will stack with all the development bonuses from my culture. As I go through, I will make sure to work on my capital development. That way I can research innovations faster. But the king of Italy doesn't like what I'm doing, so he declared a war.
I did it all, I played pretend, I moved the mountains to be your friend. I wanna know if it mattered. I would have gone to war for you, I would have bent the earth in two just to get to our ever after. Something about this has changed, I wanna feel you close again. Don't let go, no I don't want this to end. Whoa. Remember the start when you're breaking my heart again like blood on a pen. Would it matter then when everything starts to fade? I'm back like it's yesterday. Would it all consent? Would it matter then? Would it matter then? I did it all, I pulled the weight on my shoulders like it was fate. Don't tell me it was for nothing. You told me love wasn't true 'cause it didn't feel.
Years later, I'm gonna start to do my setup. I'm buying a claim for a special county, and I will show you what's next and how I'm gonna create the tallest Italy you have ever seen with the craziest development ever created. And now we'll show you the building that will allow me to do this crazy, crazy playthrough, which is the university. Italy has a lot of university, and my goal is to hold all of them. The bonuses are learning per level of fame, renown, monthly lifestyle experience, cultural fascination progress, plus the extra development of that county. The goal is to hold 11 or 12 of them, and all this modifier will stack. Now, it's not that easy because to create the university, I need 30 development in that county. And as you can see, this one here is only at 10. So it's going to make some time. That's why I have to create that crazy culture based on development. The challenge is crazy, but if I am able to pull this up, the payout will be incredible. You can see all the universities here. I am doing the math. I am doing the work. I am doing the planning and working on the logistics because this will be incredible.
I'm pretty sure we walked into something. Something about this has changed. I wanna feel you close again. Don't let go. No, I don't want this to end. Remember the start when you're breaking my heart again, like blood on a pen. Would it matter then when everything starts to fade? I'm back like it's yesterday. I want it all full send. Would it matter then? Would it matter then? Would it matter then?
Now, in my Dynasty Legacies, I am going for the law so I can get the extra domain limit with the home states. On my estate, I will make sure to build every building that gives development.
Another time around the block, I loved you around the clock. Break of dawn, might as well be midnight, talking on the dock. Everyone around us knows, they say we're soulmates and it shows. So I wanna see where this could go, this could go. Break the news to everyone, the long time wait is finally done. I wasn't hanging around for fun. You could be the one. Remember the start when you're breaking my heart again, like blood on a pen. Would it matter then when everything starts to fade? Back like it's yesterday. I want it all full send. Would it matter then? Would it matter then? Would it matter then? Would it
Know thyself, close to the end. Rowena did everything we planned. She reformed her faith, she diverted her culture, she conquered a kingdom, and she started collecting the universities needed. She's also working on battlements. As you can see here, my fascination progress is 34, but that are rookie numbers. In comparison, for what comes next. Look at the insane development modifiers. I went ahead and make sure I build every building that provides development on my estate. You can follow here.
Press the backs of our hands together. It's still wet, so the ink should transfer. Meet me at the side door. We'll sneak on through the main floor.
In the year 960, it's time to buy another claim to get my second university. Now Rorena's grandson has to continue the mission. On year 983, I was able to get 30 development on the first county and construct my first university. Year 1001, I already have 2 universities, and we'll continue to work up with the other ones, but everything is looking great. Now I'm gonna keep buying claims so I can get the entire Kingdom of Italy and the Siena for a special university.
I did it all, I played pretend, I moved the mountains to be your friend. I wanna know if it mattered. I would have gone to war for you, I would have bent the earth in two just to get to our ever after. Something about this has changed, I wanna feel you close again. Don't let go, no I don't want this to end. Whoa. Remember
I have kicked out the Byzantines out of Italy. And as you can see here, I have my vassals converting every county to my culture, which will make it difficult for me to keep researching. But because I'm holding all the buildings, I'm creating crazy cultural fascination progress at 72% right now. But it will get crazier. Now, on year 1057, I want you to see how beautiful Italy's looking. Look at all the universities, all the work in development, multiple generations to arrive here. But we're not done yet. Thanks to all the universities, 100 learning, godlike, with all my descendants is nothing. I'm getting 40 just from the main, and we will get more. Now, check out this building in my estate, Cabinet of Curiosities, which gives learning per level of influence. Once constructed, to be able to take it to the next building level, you have to donate artifacts. The more artifacts you donate, the more points you get. Once you get the points, then you can continue to upgrade the building. Now, on level 3, you get stewardship per level of influence, 2 plus 2 learning per level of influence. The issue is I am already maxed out, meaning my learning should be around 110, 120 right now. Now we're going to China. In China, I will be able to move my capital to take a special decision. Now, the Koto Tuyong allows me to pay tribute to the Huangdi, and this will allow me to get cultural progress towards any culture innovation that I am researching. Now, you must know this is already patched. So I was not able to abuse it like I wanted it. And I was able to at least take it 4 or 5 times in this ruler and the next before moving the capital back to Italy. But you can see here, I got 5% progress to windmills. So the cooldown is every 5 years. So 5 years later, I was able to take it again. Then my next goal was to conquer Constantinople because this holy site is the best holy site for cultural fascination, which gives you an extra 15, and that will stack with everything else. Now you can see my culture all over the peninsula, which makes it harder and harder for my cultural fascination progress. But that doesn't matter because right now I am holding 11 universities. Now it's time to move my capital to the Iberian Peninsula. That way I can take the specialty dynasty legacies from the Metropolitan Dynasty tree, which gives me 20% development to every city for me and all my dynasty members. So I make sure everybody on the peninsula is one of my dynasty members. So that's 9 universities that I am holding right now. Now you can see the crazy development map on year 1127. Most of my counties are 50 and above development. I am helping everybody construct buildings. That way I can work through the development faster.
I did it all, I played pretend. I moved the mountains to be your friend. I wanna know if it mattered. I would have gone to war for you. I would have bent the earth in two just to get
Now you can see in year 1131, I was able to finish all the innovations 69 years before the next era, leaving the entire world map on the Stone Age. Now, with a whopping 99 fascination, I can start researching the next era. And I will do it in 49 years. So that means before the next era. The development map is looking mesmerizing. Look at this 83, 70, 85, 91, 100. This is the tallest Italy you have ever seen.
something about this has changed. I wanna feel you close again. Don't let go. No, I don't want this to end. Whoa. Remember the start when breaking my heart again.
Now, CK3 have nerfed stewardship. You don't get domain limit per stewardship. Now you get it through the lifestyle trees. So one in matriarch on the diplomat, one an overseer in marshal. This one used to give you two, now you get one. And then through the torturer lifestyle tree, you get one plus theologian, you get one. And on wandering, personal touch. Now, because I am getting crazy experience at 125 per domain, I am able to take all of them due to all the universities I am holding. Now, I want you to see how much money my dynasty members are making. They all super, super rich. Look at this 14K, 22,000 gold, 9,000. That's due to the high development. Look at that beautiful bright yellow in Italy. But the dream of Ravenclaw was never limited to Italy. Knowledge had given us power. Now it's time to claim wealth beyond imagination. Far to the south lay the richest lands in the known world, the Gulf of Mali. And in the next chapter, the House of Ravenclaw will claim them.